Consider the fact that Lagos has been the stronghold of the APC. How confident are you that you can actually, your party can actually wrest your power from the APC?
No, people believe that Lagos State is a stronghold of APC, but in our own party or to our own movement, we don't believe in such narrative because we believe that people are sovereign in this state and they need a change from the existing political party because they are ruling us. They are not governing this state as it's supposed to be. Though they claim in paper that this state is a mega city, but we don't believe in that. What is the essence of a mega city that they call it, whereby people suffer a lot? From transportation to security, even education in this state is not something good to write home about.
It's often been said that past performances are good predictions of future performances. What have been your accomplishments that proves beyond reasonable doubt that you are ready, able, and competent enough to become the governor of Lagos State, Africa's fifth largest economy?
What gave us the audacity is our ideology, because we sit down, we brainstorm seriously on how to move this state forward, because this state is just not an ordinary state in Nigeria, it's the economic hub of Nigeria. If Lagos State were to be a country, it will have been the fifth largest country in terms of economy in Africa. So in that regard, we see how people live. They are not comfortable in the way they are living in this state. So all those things gave us the audacity, the courage that we can do this thing even better than the people that have been ruling this state before. And then the people outside there that are suffering, they were the ones that pushed us that let's go and do it, because our party is a pro-people party, a grassroots party that can take this state to the high level.
By next year, it will make it exactly 24 years that the present ruling party, APC, which had metamorphosed from AG to AC to ACM and then to the APC now. It's going to be exactly 24 years since this party has actually been ruling. What's your assessment of this party and these governors over the years?
The assessment is not even up to average. They perform very poor. If we are to look at it, in the education sector, what is their performance?
Thank you. I'd like to
Zero.
analyze those parameters. Thank you.
Zero. Because some of us, or even majority in Lagos State, cannot take their words to public school anymore, because there is nothing, virtually nothing, in our public school. In our public school, we are having about 80 to 100 people in a classroom with a teacher. How do they want to instill knowledge, the required knowledge, into the world? No, it won't be possible. So that's why the majority, the masses, the battered people in our society push us to go and rescue to go there and rescue them of this bad governance that they have been meting on us.
Lagos State is a dynamic, fast-paced, creative economic capital with a population of approximately 25 million people. Given the enormity and the complexity of challenges that Lagos State faces today, in your first 100 days, what would you consider to be the 3 immediate top priorities and challenges that your administration will resolve to fix?
1, education, security, transportation.
So how will you address those issues?
On education, because we discovered that this present government have failed us in terms of education. So we will quickly go there to build 180 primary school, 60 on each senatorial district, 40 secondary school in each senatorial district, making 300 altogether. So in our first 3 years, we tackle education. We build one university of medical sciences that will be located at Badagry area. It will be named Latif Jakonde University of Medical Sciences. In that university, we will be training doctors, nurses, pharmacists, lab scientists, and other health workers. Again, Lagos State has no more polytechnic because they have upgraded the previous polytechnic to University of Technology. In that regard, we build one polytechnic whereby we'll be using to train our middle workforce for our industry to thrive in Lagos State. Again, we build one monotechnic that will be focused on ICT only. We also go and build institute of teachers whereby we'll be training teachers and retrain them for better education in Lagos State.
Now, to be able to accomplish this will require a lot of finances. How do you
Yes, of course. Yes, of course.
Generated revenue, or are you going to rely solely on
If I were to make reference to this present government, present government of Governor Sanwo-Olu, he promised when he was coming in 2019 that he will up budgetary allocation on education from 12% to 18%. But as it goes on, they keep lying to us. It wasn't that way. We discovered that the 2022 budget alone is not even up to 10%, which is totally bad because they don't have their own children in our public school in Lagos State. So that's why they just behave in a nonchalant attitude because they don't bother about the well-being of the common people in Lagos State. So that's why they could not be able to fix or to up the education budget on education to 18% as they promised. But in our own, we will up it to 18% because according to UNICEF document that education in the country should be on 15 to 20%. Our own will be on 18%. We even push it to the National Assembly, to the House of Assembly, State House of Assembly, as a law that any year budget should give education the required 18%, minimum 18%, so that we'll be able to push education in the state forward. And again, on security, lest I forget, Lagos State is like a state that has no government in terms of security, because if you sleep now and you wake up, you won't imagine what might happen or what might happen to one in terms of security, because there is no security in this Lagos State. So in that regard, we make sure that we deploy CCTV camera to all the centers in Lagos State. And as time goes on, we make sure that we work with local government in this state. So we work with local government to make sure that we have CCTV camera in all the local areas as well. All the streets, we have CCTV camera. And as well, we work with the CDE indirectly through the local government chairman in every local government to appoint people in their streets or in their environment or community that will be taking on the issue of security in the area in which they live, because they might have acclimatized themselves to the environment where they live. So from there, we will be bridging or we will be building the security architecture in Lagos State so that no street will be left unsecured or insecure.
In Lagos State, one of the problems that we face is access to official information, be it official records or interviewing officials. How will you address this?
Issue of official information. We will give all the media houses, both print and media houses, access to information, to disseminate information, because we will have nothing hidden in our own agenda, in our own government. So the governance will be transparent enough for everybody, even to the Iyaloja or Babaloja, to know what is going on in the governance.
How confident are you that you will be able to wrestle power from this present ruling APC party? Because somehow we're feeling that your party doesn't really have the structures in order to be able to confront it.
What people believe in as structure is the money that they use to buy vote during election. But on our own case, we have the people behind us. The people, the love of the people that we had push us. And the people that if we go there, our government will be for them. It won't be for the few that have been wrecking this state aground for the past 24 years or 23 years. So the people are our pushing factor.
Do you have what it takes to challenge the present incumbent Governor Babajide?
Yeah, we have what it takes. Our ideology alone will give us the required votes to make us governor of the state in the coming election.
So what is different? What is it that is different that you are bringing across to the table for Lagosians, considering the fact that little or no is known about your party, especially within the state?
First, in terms of social welfareism, so we have a package for Lagosians, especially we have what we call COLA, cost of living allowance, which will be given to the elderly people of 65 years and above, and also the infant, the children that lack health that lack health services. So we also there will be an avenue or a package that will be calling Ilera Mekunu, which will cater for our children to have access to free health care. Again, the housing and land development in our own government, we make sure that we build 50,000 housing units because we copy late Alhaji Lateef Jakonde concept in that regard. So we build 50,000 housing units for the low income earners. The housing will be cheap enough for people that are even getting or collecting less than 50,000 naira a month to be able to have access to our housing unit development in Lagos State. Again, in terms of security, as I talked earlier, so we make sure that we decentralized security. So already they will tell us that they have neighborhood policing or whatsoever. We will build our own internal security by producing at least 2 people in a community or a street that will be monitoring the street, the affair of the street, so that if there is any hindrance or any issue in the street, they will be the one to give information to the appropriate quarters, maybe the police, the actual police, because they will be doing vigilante, official vigilante. So they will give the necessary information to the appropriate quarters. We will be able to cope whatever might want to be insecurity challenges in such area.
Are you working on some sort of alliance with other political parties in Lagos State at this point?
Presently, we are not working with anybody, but our door is open. If they see and they believe in our ideology, they can come. We will work together. But our ideology will be the subject of the matter that we discuss upon.
What is your assessment in terms of INEC's preparation towards holding a free and fair election?
I see no responsibility in INEC or no confidence in INEC to say, because they should have looked for a way whereby there will be no vote buying in the coming election. But as I see it, other parties, the existing party that we know before, they are all planning on how to buy election. And INEC is not looking towards that direction, because we see we witness the example of what happened in the Ekiti and Osun State election, whereby the highest bidder take up the day.
Do you have the blessings of the royal fathers in Lagos State?
I have the blessing of the Almighty God and the common people on the street.
Some are of the opinion that you cannot govern without the anointing of the former governor of Lagos State, Bola Ahmed, who is presently running as the presidential candidate of the APC. I mean, are you considering that factor? What are you going to do? What's your party going to do in that?
People with such opinion will be disappointed this time around, because our project is God-driven project, because people of Lagos have suffered a lot. and majority are not saying this again, especially those that are still living with that with that perspective are those that are eating directly under them. So majority that are suffered in Lagos State are not even thinking of such again, because they know that power needs to change hand from them to the mekunus, from them to the talakas, from them to the common people on the street that are suffered, from them to the Okada riders that they stop from working, whereby to feed their family is now become a challenge to them in Lagos State.
What are your final words, especially to Lagos?
My final word here is that the Lagosians, the people of Lagos, need to stand up now. They should rise up and take the power through the ballot, so that we can make this Lagos a Lagos for all.
Commander Olayiwola, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Welcome, sir.